Animal abuse is taking over you. What the f?
Wow.
Hey, my bowl of... Wait, what the f are you doing? And why is this on YouTube? Today we're going to talk about a topic which made me so angry that I'm not even gonna do an intro. Instead, I'll have my cat P2 do it.
That's a good cat.
Alright, now that I've used the vulnerable cuteness of my pet cat to attract all of you guys' attention, there has always been something so sinister and inhumane about people nefariously using animals for personal gain, which we as a human species are seemingly best at. Don't believe me? Just watch this 3-minute video which has earned an estimate of $800,000.
Jesus.
And it's a video where some douchebag just puts like these innocent pet animals in a small plastic egg I couldn't even fit my hand in.
Wow.
Now, imagine 5 ducklings being pressed together in just one of those eggs. Well, you don't have to, because he does that right here. He has like an entire SeaWorld aquarium worth of fish smushed together in these eggs, but then drops them into a pool that is somehow even more shallow to swim in than the claustrophobic prison eggs he was first keeping them in.
What the fuck? Bro, he's not even all the way in the water. He's not even all the way in the... What the fuck?
Please help me. It's driving me insane. This goldfish is barely able to submerge in the pool. You can clearly see it struggling to move and breathe.
Jesus.
What? Didn't want to invest the extra dollar to use one more bucket of water to at least prevent these fish from experiencing suffocation? Oh wait, no. They were already suffocating in the eggs you didn't even bother drilling an air hole in. Because unbeknownst to some, just like me after an entire day of filling my room with carbon dioxide while being chronically online, fish also need fresh air so that they can extract oxygen out of the water they swim in. And if that's not bad enough, he just dumps these 5 ducklings in between all of the barely submerged sea creatures, so they obviously try to eat.
Oh my god. This is so weird.
The fish, as well as
it's a battle royale,
and there's not nearly enough space in this water for these fish to prevent duck shit being smeared all over them. A viewer actually sent me this video a while ago, and the first time I watched it, I remember it had been a long time since I felt both as physically angry and repulsed watching a video on YouTube. Not just because of what was going on in the video itself, although that's already bad enough. What really tipped me over the edge was seeing that this got 172 million views and was uploaded to YouTube Kids, which is
Jesus. So kids are seeing... Oh my god.
supposed to be a highly...
I mean, to be fair, like, most kids are rough with animals because they don't really understand it, right? And so that's what you have to teach kids. Like, don't do this. Holy fuck, man. Not the kids,
regulated version of YouTube with strong enforcement when it comes to content safety. I doubt that a close to 200 million viewed video with 455,000 dislikes has never been reported before. In fact, I've reported the video on 5 separate accounts.
Well, I mean, it's clearly been reported. YouTube probably just doesn't take it down for whatever reason.
Past month, yet it's still on YouTube Kids because nothing has happened.
Why?
But so knowing that the person behind this channel had generated the equivalent of a 1-bedroom apartment in the middle of Manhattan in ad revenue just from a 3-minute video of him suffocating some fish and ham-fisting 5 ducklings into plastic Kinder Egg and got away with it on a more strict and regulated version of YouTube, I had a hunch that this was just the tip of an iceberg of animal abuse I didn't want to investigate, but had to since I have too much self-respect to see an animal be abused and look the other way.
Yeah, like with this video, I think this video is bad, but it's not like super bad. I think it's like a 4 or like a 3 on the scale. Like, I've seen things that are 9s and 10s. This isn't a 9 or a 10. It's bad, it's unseemly, it is irresponsible, but it's not like horrible.
After a month of research, I'm glad I didn't look the other way. Because I was right. That video was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, of course it is.
Social media animal abuse iceberg. Yep.
What?
Social media animal abuse has gotten so bad that I've had to make an iceberg on it. If that
What?
surprises you,
Why?
it also surprised me, yet here we are. Now, even though I think all forms of animal abuse are bad, I had to create this iceberg because there is a clear distinction in between every level, and the deeper we go, either the more extreme...
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a big difference between like just irresponsible treatment of animals versus malicious treatment of animals. For like the spectacle of it. Like to me, that's a big difference.
Secretive or inhumane the abuse gets. And the more I hope the channels I talk about get permanently banned. If you have a keen eye, you might have noticed that I also colored the iceberg red. This was done for two reasons. Because screw you, global warming. Stop turning my iceberg into lava. And because red is the color of anger, the predominant emotion I felt throughout making this entire video. Anyways, let's start with the iceberg. Your iceberg from their innocence after watching this entire video.
Good one.
Level 1 of the iceberg is probably known to some of you because it's pretty popular these days and has been plaguing
bro, like people that have these animals, like I've seen this like, oh yeah, I have a pet lynx. Every time you zoom in on the lynx, it's like and they're like, oh, he's so happy. No, he's not. He's mad. He's fucking mad. Like, look at him. Nobody does this. Like, but what are you doing? He's mad! Leave him the fuck alone!
Surface of social media for years. And that is unusual, exotic and wild animal clout influencers. These are creators who use undomesticated, exotic or wild animals for views and in the process will often abuse them.
But Freddy really doesn't want me to hold him. He really doesn't like the grass either. I think it might be a little bit too cold for him. This is why we wanted to wear your coat. Hey, just relax.
Because, well, how do you
Wow, I'm sure he's having a great time.
Capitalize on your average cat and dog if there are already more silly cat and dog videos on the internet than there are atoms in the observable universe?
There's a lot of them.
The answer is you don't. Instead, you buy a wild or exotic animal like a capybara, illegally ship them across the border, and then force them into princess clothing, put a ring on that thing, and treat them so well that every time they do appear in one of your TikToks, they tend to uncomfortably pin themselves against the wall as far away from you as possible. And then, you'll earn hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in views.
Oh my god.
Unrelated to this extremely specific
I can't, what's really astonishing to me about this is the fact that people watch it and they think that there's something good about it. Like, because for me, if I'm watching a video of a cute animal and the cute animal is unhappy and uncomfortable, the video isn't as enjoyable. Like I'm not thinking it's cute anymore. So how is it that people watch this and they don't realize that? You think kids don't even really... You know what? I bet you're right. I bet it's kids that don't even understand what's happening. That's a great point. Yeah,
this is Kyle Thomas, one of the most followed and richest influencers in the UK. And he got to that point through the constant uploading of wild and exotic animal TikToks.
And right here we have my pet Brazilian striped knee tarantula. Right here we have my pet tree frog. His name is Pog. This is one of my 2 pet sugar gliders. My 2 pet monkeys. Mini zoo, make sure to like for a part 2.
Which as expected earned him a ton of money, as well as a ton of controversy. From mistreating them for views.
Psych, just kidding, my new catchphrase is, I don't give a fuck!
Despite appearances, tarantulas are actually very fragile, and the fall from just a few inches could injure a tarantula's sensitive abdomen and even prove fatal.
Bro, it's not Shelob from Lord of the Rings. It's just a little fucking spider. Yeah, don't be mean to it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's not Spider-Man. Like, what are we talking about?
Even when falling on top of a soft surface. To purchasing land to build an exotic sanctuary/zoo.
Yeah. I'm building my very own zoo, and I've just bought the land to put it on.
Just to end up selling the area again, and then stuffing all of the animals he was gonna put there in...
Bro, this is like a picture. You know what this reminds me of? It's like those those leaked photos of Guantanamo Bay. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this is Guantanamo Bay for kangaroos. Oh my god.
His backyard shed. The controversy which infuriated me the most was with his capybara that I mentioned earlier, which he and his mom did illegally smuggle across the border from England to Northern Ireland and just milked millions and millions of TikTok views out of, because it's just so cute and definitely doesn't look extremely distressed in every single one of his TikToks.
Bro, like, look at him. Bro, he's fucking, bro, he's done. Leave him alone.
You know what they say, what doesn't kill you might make you TikTok famous. Apparently. In this case, the capybara fucking died 2 weeks later. Yeah, which is...
Oh, well, that's bad.
Yeah, which is heartbreaking because that's what happens when you buy a wild animal without being able to take proper care of them.
But to be fair, the animal could have died from natural causes that had nothing to do with the way the kid fed him. Who knows, right? We don't know that.
It can make you social media rich. There are many creators like Kyle Tom.
Well, no, I mean, the reason why I say that, okay, I try to be reasonable with every video that I see, right? I try to be. Capybaras are the largest, my understanding, that is, what's the term for these animals? Not marsupial. They're like guinea pigs. They're in the same breed of rodent, right? They're the largest rodent in the world. And traditionally, many rodents have actually very short lifespans, whether it's a guinea pig, a rat, a mouse, or, and so a capybara, I could easily see also has a shorter lifespan as well, because it's part of the same animal family. So I'm not ready to condemn the guy. Well, I am, but not for that specifically. Many years, 10 to 12 years, larger body equals more strain. Yeah. I mean, in some case, I feel like I don't know how, I'm not really sure how true that is, because Greenland sharks are quite large. Big whales, blue whales are large. You also have things like elephants live for a long time. The largest and most long-living turtles are also larger turtles as well. So I'm not sure if that's really true or not. But it does seem like there's a correlation, right? They're in the water, though? Yeah, that's why I used elephant and tortoise as well. I don't know. I really don't know enough about this.
Another example is Sammy Grant, because she got caught using her TikTok exotic animal petting zoo as a front to advertise her breeding and selling of exotic.
If you buy an animal from us, it's an animal, not a animal. You fucking idiot. We will require a deposit for your new fur baby. You ever see a girl call an animal a fur baby? You better watch the fuck out.
Animals. Because for every TikToker buying wild animals for views, there are hundreds of viewers who watch those TikToks and think to themselves, "Aww, that's so cute.
Wow. It's like, they're like Pokemon.
Wild, untamed feral fennec fox, please?"
To be fair, there have been fox experiments, and there was actually a guy who dedicated a significant portion of his life to domesticating foxes, and foxes are on the path of being fully domesticated, and you can buy and have foxes delivered to you that are domesticated. Yeah, it was the Russian guy. And so they're like, fox, in my opinion, is like not that bad, because there have been efforts made in domesticating them.
Buy one and get completely ripped to shreds, because in reality they don't like being pet, cuddled, or handled by their owners. And Cammy tries to hide behind the excuse of trying to educate her viewers on how the animals she shows in her TikToks are wild and aggressive, and
it's crazy because, like, if you look at the way that these people educate their viewers and the way Maya educates her viewers, they're different. That's crazy, because yeah, Maya doesn't do this. That's wow. I wonder what. Whoa, I wonder why.
Just be bought, while simultaneously showing the cutest footage she has of that animal and selling them on her website.
How much?
Let's talk about everyone's favorite animal, the fennec fox. Fennec foxes get around 2 to 3 pounds. They do not get big at all. Wise, these guys are very destructive. They will rip holes in your couches.
What happened to the ear?
Blankets. They love ripping up their toys. They will definitely dig holes in your wall. They are very, very hyper. They keep going and keep going. They always run around. I barely see them sleep. If they do sleep, they only sleep for about 10 minutes and they go back to being hyper. Also, do not recommend these guys as pets.
This little guy's name is Pitou, also known as the average house cat. Don't let this lazy sack of—
It's like, why can't you just be happy with a fucking cat? Just get a fucking cat. There's like a million different types of dogs. Just get a dog. Like, just fucking stop it.
Cute potatoes fool you though. At just a touch, he'll bite your arm off, light it on fire with its laser eyes, and do a ritualistic dance around its charred remains to offer your soul to Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Who's a little murderous maniac? You are. If you want to buy one, you can do so on my website.
How much?
Don't do it though. Don't you do it. Also, please don't buy any of our zebras, camels, kangaroos.
They're selling zebras? What the fuck? Bro, this bitch over there running Pow World. Oh my god. What the fuck is this?
Wallabies, reindeer, sugar gliders, hedgehogs, fennec foxes, horses or donkeys, or sulcata tortoises. 3 of these types of animals are either vulnerable, endangered, or close to extinction.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you go ahead and these are limited edition. Damn. This is one of 407. Oh god.
But hey, after being exposed for using her exotic petting zoo as a front to breed and sell exotic animals, you can't buy anything on it anymore. Unless if you just use their contact us button, then you can just be a moron who can't even spell the names of the animals correctly, but they'll still offer—
Does you gone and want to sell? I have baby lemurs for sale and a 3-month-old cappy. Oh god.
Sell you some anyway. So she still—
So she said, how much is this? It's a $3,000, bro. You get a hamster for way less than that, bro. Like the Phoenix are $2,500. Wow. So he actually just messaged them and then had them expose that they're still selling the stuff. That's funny.
So she's still breeding and selling wild animals, just with one extra step of having to press this chat button. And
this is like, bro, this is like the OnlyFans girls. It's like, we can't advertise OnlyFans, so you have to go to my fucking link tree, and then you go to my OnlyFans. You know, like, what is this?
To use her animals as an attraction for her new Airbnb.
So a lot of you guys have been asking about our overnight safari experience where you guys get to stay the night with all of my animals. We will actually be opening up next spring in 2024. So here are the cages. We will be having all different types of exotic animals. So this big cage will actually be the monkey and lemur cage, and you guys will get to see this right through your very own window in one of the rooms that you guys stay.
Wow.
So you guys will get to see the lemurs run, jump, and play constantly.
Those endangered ringtail lemurs are going to love families with kids screaming at them. 301,000. Papa, I made the monkey freak out. What? Not now, Tim.
It's banging on the fucking door.
Me daddy's busy with emptying your college savings account. Yeah, college. Because you had to break that Airbnb glass, and now our cleaning bill will force us to get a 3rd mortgage on the house. Thanks, Timmy.
Wow.
No college? But I'm 18, now it's gonna go next year. Yeah, I know. 302,000. So yeah, this entire TikTok trend is just popularizing owning wild and exotic animals as pets.
You can't have a zebra. You know how I know zebras, they fucking don't work? Is because there's zebras all over in Africa, and I never seen a dude in Africa ever fucking ride a zebra. And it's like, this is basically like a car. And if so, nobody is on this animal. I tell you something, they don't fucking like people. Because if there was any way, any possibility to have a fucking zebra as a pet, you know, because like, let's be real, zebras are way cooler than horses. Bro, they got all that, they got the fucking, that's like a fucking legendary skin. And like, what the hell are we talking about? Like, you want to have some random ass brown horse. Nah, man, you'd want a zebra. That shit was crazy. So if people in Africa haven't been able to figure this out for thousands of years, you as some random chick that's running an animal farm. Oh, it's true. You are farming the animals. You're farming them on TikTok. But you're not actually doing anything else. So, it's not going to happen. Like, it's not a pet. Zebra not a pet.
Which is boosting the demand of illegal wild and exotic animal trade. And I'm not saying that this is directly the influencer's fault. I mean, that would be insane. Because Cammy herself...
It literally is the influencer's fault because they're selling them. It's their fault because they're the ones that are selling them. That's like saying to people that... It's like I mean, like, what are we fucking talking about? Like, she's selling the fucking things. Like, what?
Breeds and sells these animals for
what
profit.
Do you mean? It's yeah,
they're
exactly.
clearly glorifying owning wild animals more so for views and personal gain than they do so to educate their audience.
Yeah.
There are many more of these influencers. A friend of mine, Shira on the Wall, actually made a very in-depth video about these exotic animal TikTokers and in much more detail. I highly recommend checking it out after first finishing my video. I'll leave a link in the description because I want to talk about the next level of the iceberg in much more detail, since those haven't been addressed by other creators. Like, from level 2 and onwards, the creators behind each channel are irredeemable pieces of shit. Should have their channels instantly banned, all of their possessions taken away, and put on an animal abuse registry. After hearing all that, you're probably...
I don't know. I wonder what it is. Like, because the thing is with the exotic animals, like, I remember one time I had a girlfriend, I was going to buy her a hedgehog. And, I didn't because the store was, like, a long drive away, so I just got her a stuffed animal hedgehog instead. Yeah, I didn't do it. Yeah, I was like, bro, this is too far away. I'm not gonna buy this. This thing's, it's $150 for this fucking, no, there's no way. Yeah, hedgehog saved. I mean, I don't know. I feel like hedgehogs, it seems like they're happy with, I don't know. I think that there's probably a spectrum, right? There's probably a very clear spectrum of like animals you can take care of if you care about them, and animals that you shouldn't take care of even if you do care about them, right? So I feel like a hedgehog is probably better than a zebra, for example. But I don't, like, what the fuck do I know?
Not surprised to hear that level 2 is called short animal kids content, which definitely isn't foreshadowing a deeper level called long animals kids content.
Oh,
now,
God.
with short animals kids content, I'm not referring to those cute pet compilation videos. Many of those are actually wholesome, so those are fine. No, what I'm referring to are channels, like, remember those Squid Game hamster channels from a few years ago?
Player 101 eliminated.
Which...
The funny thing is that, like, these people are doing, like, you know, like, scientists do experiments like this to, like, test, like, what animals can do. But these people just aren't scientists. They're just doing it for fun. This is crazy.
Got exposed for their extremely abusive behavior, forcing hamsters through dangerous obstacle courses, even though they were...
I've got a great idea for Mr. Beast's new video, guys.
Distressed.
Which this hamster was falling is pretty high for a hamster. It was it looked like a foot to 2 feet, which for a tiny little hamster is a large drop.
And after outrage and thousands of reports, YouTube did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. In fact, now, would you be shocked if I told you that this has gotten worse? Like,
no,
at least 100 times worse. Like, now we kill our animals and feed them poison on camera while advertising all of this to kids.
Feeding the animal poison on camera with its advertised to kids. That's quite an accusation. Let's see the evidence.
worse. But yes?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't be.
That's a lot.
Because that's exactly what Animal HD does. You might recognize the channel from the content that I showed at the start of this video. And even though that was already quite extreme, that was actually one of their less abusive pieces of
The HT stands for habitual torture.
Content. Because Animal HD commits a wide variety of animal cruelty
no, it makes
on
sense.
both YouTube Kids
and no, it's
regular
fine, guys.
YouTube. For example, you know, those egg opening videos, which they have many of. And if they're not opening plastic eggs
like
with
a
animals trapped
Pokemon.
inside.
Look at him, bro, like... Oh, fuck, man. That sucks, bro. Like, damn.
They often make their baby monkey open chocolate Kinder eggs,
Why?
which they then feed to their baby monkey, their duckling, and their puppy.
What? Why would you have, But I thought...
They're feeding chocolate to their baby monkey, duckling, and puppy.
Yummy.
Oh my god. Now I probably don't have to explain just how lethal the theobromine and caffeine that's in chocolate is for dogs.
Everybody knows
what you might not know is that that's also lethal for most other animals, including ducklings
I didn't know
and
that.
baby monkeys.
I had no idea.
Yet, you still have people defending them in the comments.
What are
How's
they
this
saying?
dog actually eating chocolate? Dogs are not allowed to eat chocolate. They might die. You must be careful. And someone responded with, "It could be a different breed." Oh, it could just be...
Well, here's the thing. That's true. You can't... Like, the people that are commenting on a YouTube video are probably dumber than the monkey in the video. So, you can't get mad at them. They just stupid. There's nothing really special about that. They just fucking stupid. So, yeah, and also, like, yeah, maybe it's different breed. I don't know. Like, I mean, you can't go and be like, you can't get mad at somebody over this shit. I mean, they don't, like, it's not their fault.
It could just be a different breed. Yeah, of course, it must be one of those...
But I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm gonna say something else. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, why the fuck are you talking about it? Like, so what are you doing going around debunking whenever you don't even know what to debunk? Yeah, there you go, right? So it's like, I can understand. Like, it's not coming from a place of maliciousness, but it's still stupid. Who the fuck does this?
Chocolate immune dogs that they invented yesterday. And not only do they feed all of these animals literal poison on a weekly basis, but they also feed them sodas such as Coca-Cola, which I couldn't even...
Good. Oh, this is... You know what? You know, out in the jungle... Bro, they love those soda machines out there.
Get an official result using Google, probably because no one alive is stupid enough to even contemplate giving their baby monkey a highly caffeinated sugared soda. Except for the creators behind this content, of course. As a last resort, I had to ask ChatGPT, which said the following. Coca-Cola contains ingredients that can be harmful to their health, including caffeine. This can cause restlessness, increased heart rate, and other health issues in baby monkeys.
Because you have to keep in mind that, like, caffeine is... Like, for example, like, there's different dosages for different types of people, right? So if you are a 6'8" person, you will need probably more medicine in some cases than if you are a 5' person, assuming that you are of the same equivalent weight. So whenever you take an animal that is like, I don't know how big that monkey is. That monkey seems like it's probably like 2 pounds, maybe. And then you give it soda that's intended for people that are 100 pounds. Like, you know, saying it's for kids, right? That's insane. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Think about the difference there.
Sugar.
And, like, you know, like, scale that up to a human being.
Sugar content can lead to dental problems, obesity, and diabetes. Acidic nature.
Wow.
The acidity of Coca-Cola can damage their stomach lining and overall digestive health. Baby monkeys require a diet appropriate for their species, which typically includes mother's milk, or formulated milk, and as they grow they can start to eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, and other foods suitable for their species.
So wait, that's crazy. So the things that they should eat are the things that are in the environment that they exist in. And you're telling me so not chocolate and soda? Damn, that's crazy. Wow. And I guarantee you, like, so if you take your head, you hit it 10 times, what are you going to get out of it? You're going to get the logic that, you know what, maybe it's okay that they do it because we evolved from monkeys and we drink soda, so then monkeys should also be able to drink soda because they came from us and we're able to do it, right? Because if you were a fucking idiot, that's what you're going to think.
I doubt that the other suitable foods include candy, ice cream, popcorn, pizza, M&M's.
Took the monkey to KFC,
And hey, we might not be allowed to give them Coca-Cola, chocolate, or candy. How about we do all three in the same video? This amount of sugar almost... Candy. So how about we do all three in the same...
Monkey, baby, bonbon, eat Coca-Cola, chocolate, candy. And it has 1.2 million views. Jesus, bro, like...
Video. This amount of sugar almost guarantees that this baby monkey already has or will get diabetes. And it's not just the either unhealthy or poisonous food they're constantly feeding these animals in their videos to attract more kids. It's also just what they're forcing these animals to do. Such as...
It's just like, I could think of like a kid like giving the dog chocolate. Look what YouTube taught me! Feeding the family dog chocolate bars. Oh my god.
Them surrounding their ducklings with crabs, then force their baby monkey Bonbon to rescue the duckling, and I'm pretty sure they just straight up killed all of the crabs. And by rescuing, I mean have their monkey Bonbon grab the duckling by its beak and then run away from a giant, badly CGI'd crab carrying the duckling by its neck. Or this one scene where...
Jesus!
They wanted to fake this little duckling being born out of an egg. Of course, they didn't want to go through the actual effort or time of filming the duckling being born, because then they'd miss out on an opportunity to commit animal abuse, which is clearly their passion in life. So what they did was, they grabbed some eggshell and they rammed this duckling's beak through it. And there are so many more scenes like this that I just don't want to expose you guys to.
I'm gonna be honest, going into this video, I was like, okay, it's like some fish in like a pond that's not really that deep. This is obviously stupid, but it seems like it's irresponsible and like I can write this off. But man, this is crazy. What the fuck?
Except for one, which still haunts me. And the only reason I'm showing you this is to show you just how horribly inhumane and evil this channel gets.
Ooh,
which
how
is
exciting.
This scene where they have their monkey Bonbon lay in bed and it's sleeping, and on the surface it's so cute.
Yeah, sure.
Until you see just how unresponsive Bonbon is. They grab its head. Bonbon doesn't respond in the slightest.
Oh god.
And eventually...
Too much Coca-Cola.
Actually, you see them do a close-up of Bonbon's eyes drifting hazily away, and suddenly you realize, oh my god, they completely drugged this monkey just for this one scene, which is just...
Of course! Yes, that makes sense, yeah. So they just gave him a bunch of they drugged the monkey, that's there, of course they did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
YouTube, I'm sorry. I know that they've made you tons of money with their estimated revenue of $13 to $36 million.
That's pretty good.
So I know that you don't want to press the ban button, but when a creator poisons, abuses, and drugs animals in front of kids, I don't think that there is a single excuse
you can see, right? It's like if you're a kid and you see this, you think it's cute because, like, you don't know about drugs. You don't know what drugs do. You don't know the monkey could be on drugs. Drugs are for people. Like, you have no frame of reference to judge this at all. So, like, a kid sees it, it's like, oh, it's so cute. And I bet a lot of adults see it and think the same thing.
But if you do end up banning them, don't forget about the 19 other channels that are doing the exact same thing.
So you just buy a monkey and then you farm the monkey out for views. Monkey Nana escape from prison breakout challenge. Escape from bro, this monkey, they've got this monkey playing. They got me. This is Mr. Beast for monkeys. This is his secret channel. It's a 2-hour-long video of this monkey being fucking terrorized. Oh my god.
But on level 3, long animal kids content, parentheses movie.
No.
Because you know what's worse than 3-minute, 20-second videos of unadulterated animal abuse? A total of over 10 hours of it every single day over the span of 19 different channels owned by 2 different networks, who are abusing at least 2 baby monkeys among other animals to achieve all of this. So now on top of all of the previous mentioned abuse, now you also have overworking them, and you're raking in
Monkey Haywan driver take the cutest monkey go to school bus. Minnie Mouse eat ice cream. Shopping M&M candy. Monkey tries to escape. They put it in an escape room. Dude. This is actually Mr. Beast for monkeys. Oh my god.
And you're raking in millions of dollars while doing it.
Amazing.
And Animal HD is at the head of one of these 2 networks, which I noticed after having watched countless of their short 3 to 4 minute videos. But then I started looking at their more recent 1 hour plus videos. They upload every few days. And luckily I don't need to go into these 1 hour plus videos themselves, because they're the same as the shorter ones, except worse, because now the visible abuse spans.
Wait. Wasn't this literally the idea that I had for Mr. Beast videos yesterday? I literally said they should do... Oh my god. Oh no. But not with monkeys? That's right, bro. They changed it.
Worse, because now the visible abuse spans over more than an hour at a time. So because of having watched so much of their content, I guess YouTube thought I was raving over this monkey.
So think about it like this. You see a monkey eat an M&M. How much does that monkey weigh? Will you look at that motherfucking monkey? That monkey isn't even 1 pound. Like, let's say it's 1 pound. Just to make it simple. Think about eating 100 M&Ms. Ask yourself, is that good for you? Actually, let's say most people are probably not 100 pounds. They're 150 pounds. So you eat 150 M&Ms. Is that good? I don't think it's good.
Monkey getting exploited and treated like absolute shit. And so they...
But remember that one time they had that one dude who ate so many chicken nuggets he went blind? That's this monkey's everyday life. That's just the way it is. I wonder how many of his fingers he can feel. I would say at least 1, right? Probably 1.
Started to recommend me some other channels. A whole lot of other channels. And I found out which networks they belong to. Now I could make this long drawn out sequence of how I cross-referenced all of these channels I found, checked every publicly linked email, every business reference in the description, and then used LinkedIn to track possible linked organizations, every tag used on their videos, the similar look of both the video environments and animals. But I don't want to, because fuck these channels. I just want to show who they're allegedly tied to. Allegedly. These channels all allegedly belong to Animal HD, which I did try to reach out to
Again, the HT stands for habitual torture.
More information, but sadly they never responded. And these channels all allegedly belong to the Kudo network, which is part of Future Media, a Vietnamese media company, and as you can see on their webpage, they feature most of these channels on there.
Wow.
And I don't know if this is just a translation error from Vietnamese to English, but I find it insane that their About Us page literally states, "Our products mainly exploit content on YouTube." They're...
To be fair, it's obviously a translation issue. But it's a really funny coincidence, isn't it?
not hiding anything. I can't imagine the horrific torture every single one of these animals had to go through to even be able to obediently work tens of hours a week. And then also see them get abused for every daily upload? Well, that shit just makes me fucking angry. YouTube, please do something about this, because right now, I'm almost ashamed of the fact that I work for you. Anyway,
so I think that one of the big issues is that when you do something like this in YouTube, I think that they should get rid of a lot of stuff like this too. And the reason why is because what it does is it creates a reward structure around the abuse. And I think it does encourage more people to do it. Because, and I used this example a couple of days ago, the Guinness Book of World Records no longer takes records for the fattest domesticated animals in general, for example, fattest cat. And the reason why is because in doing so, they realized that they were getting people to mistreat their animals. And it was creating a reward structure around mistreating your animal. Why should this be on YouTube? I think this is, again, it's creating a reward structure around animal abuse. I am not a really big animal rights guy. I don't really care that much about it, but I don't think that you should make videos and have an entire industry around abusing the animals, right? I think it's weird. It's fucking weird. It looks bad. Yeah, it looks bad.
Channels, I hope the people that are
especially, and here's another component that I think is very valid, is the fact that a lot of these channels are marketed towards children. They're marketed towards kids. And so because they're marketed towards kids, it teaches kids, act this way to animals, do this to animals. And I think that's what makes it really bad.
Abusing these animals.
Look what YouTube taught me.
Never find happiness in life. If I could, I'd lock them up for the rest of their pitiful lives.
Giving the dog chocolate.
If I were
they
YouTube,
love chocolate.
I'd give them $1 million.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'd give them $5 million.
Ooh.
You've probably noticed that I am pretty worked up right now, and, you know, I gotta continue this video.
Jeez.
So, to calm down,
My favorite part is to say, that's not even the bottom.
heard that the best way is to watch cute kitten videos.
Oh,
so let's
God.
check out this one. Huh. Okay. Yeah, biting the cat's ear again.
Okay.
Okay, I think you're actually hurting the kitten. But again, is this all you upload? You biting the ear of your kitten? They're clearly in pain. How many videos of this do you have? Jesus Christ. I guess this is...
That's so fucking weird. I don't even really have a... I don't even have like a joke for that. Like that's it's weird. What the fuck? It's okay. No, I know. Like there was this one kid that we knew, and he's like cousin or something was doing this with a cat, and he would put the cat's ear in his mouth, and he would put his teeth on it, and then somebody startled the kid. And bro, that cat ear, it was like this, bro. This is a normal cat ear. It's fucking crazy. But here's the thing, is that this kid was like 8 years old, right? Like, it's stupid, but like as a kid, you don't really get it. How do you do this as a, this is not, how do you do this as a fucking adult?
4, secret cute animal abuse. Yeah, so while on levels 2 and 3, most teenagers and adults would notice how cruel the content is just from a single video. On level 4, the abuse seems to go unnoticed, with barely any dislikes. And maybe it's because these creators mainly upload YouTube shorts, so you might have like one of them pop up in your feed every few weeks, instead of watching one Animal HT video and have YouTube instantly think that you're some sociopath who now wants to watch nothing else. I mean, with such little exposure, I can't blame people that a 10-second short where a silly lady nibbles the ear of a kitten might seem cute. But if you go to this channel called Meow and Sunny and scroll through all of their 355 shorts, statistically 80%.
It's like one video of this is like, it's bad, right? But like, I'm not ready to get out a pitchfork. But that's like your whole channel. Holy shit, man. What are you doing?
Is not her softly
She's biting
nibbling
the
kitten's ear, but painfully biting it. And once you notice that, you also realize just how uncomfortable the kitten gets with every single upload. And 206 more shorts if you count her second channel. Old Man 442. But once a bubble is burst, do you see just how miserable this cute and innocent kitten is? This looks like a well-nurtured and joyful kitten. This, however, looks like my parents when they first found out that their son is now a full-time YouTuber. I'm pretty sure that's like a literal form of torture. And I don't think content like that is acceptable. Neither is this guy who uploads cute rabbit videos where every few days he'll upload one of, I don't know, him breaking off overgrown rabbit teeth with pliers.
What?
Or him luring rabbits into a scary trap for views. I want to state that I don't think that—
Are you kidding me?
Level 4 is necessarily worse.
So we've gone from Mr. Beast and we've evolved fully into Jigsaw. Oh my god.
And 2 and 3, they're all awful in their own way. The reason that one is lower than the other in the iceberg is because level 4 is more obscure and because it seems as if very few people actually notice the abuse here, although I think everyone would notice it in level 5. The X/Instagram gutter. This level is so foul, so horrific and disgusting that I'm literally not allowed nor want to show you any footage of it. This will also be the only time that I call a Twitter X, just because it has unsurprisingly gotten way worse after Elon took over. This is mostly very graphic content that just isn't allowed on YouTube. Some might know what I'm talking about just by me saying the word blender. If you
yeah, people put cats in blenders and stuff. Yeah, they put like animals and blend them up. Yeah, of course, right? Yeah, sure.
Then I'm sorry that you had to witness that. I really don't want to go deeper into this. The only reason that I bring up this level is one, to finish the ice.
I mean, we surprised. Of course people do that. People are psycho. People are crazy. Like, you really think that there's nobody that thought about doing this? Yeah, what the fuck? No, it's really like, Here's the thing, though, is like these are shock videos, right? I mean, I don't really consider this as being like a big problem because there's always going to be psychos that do stuff like this. It's actually insane. Yeah, they are crazy, but that's just how people are. Yeah. There should be a word beyond crazy for this. People have microwaved the animals too? Yeah, microwaving the hamster. I mean, come on. What a surprise. What the fuck, Zach? Not a problem? Well, what I mean by that is that, like, this isn't some sort of endemic, systematic problem. Like, I don't really think that individual bad actors doing things and displaying those things is really a big cause for concern. Because you're always going to have bad actors that find outlets to be bad actors in, right? But the problems that I have really are systematic problems because those are easier to solve. Like, I can't destroy evil, but what I can potentially destroy is people making profit off of it on YouTube. So I think about it more from a perspective of, like, what actually works, how do things actually change, and what can I actually do? So yeah, I mean, take my platform, right. So like, yeah, everybody agrees with like the cat in the blender or like eating animals alive. That's another popular one. Having animals kill each other. That's obviously popular. There's a few, just beating the shit out of animals, crushing, animal crushing, like stomping on animals, like their eyeballs pop out. Oh yeah. But like everybody generally agrees that like this is bad, right? And if it's anywhere, it gets taken down. So I don't think we really need to talk a lot about this because everybody agrees that it's wrong, right? We all agree that it's wrong. But the issue is that on YouTube, there's a reward structure that's created around it. What the fuck have you seen? Oh, I mean, I've seen a lot of bad stuff. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's bad. Yeah. That's how I know, yeah. Like, absolutely. Of course I've seen it. Apparently there's crushing fetishes. This is nothing new. Oh, yeah, of course. It's a very big thing. The problem is it shouldn't be up on the internet, period. It should be moderated. Yeah, but like, am I crazy for thinking that it's unrealistic to expect a platform to, like, proactively moderate every single post that's made? So I don't really have a problem with the content that just gets uploaded. It's really bad. It gets deleted and then they're banned. That's it. It's over, right? What I do have a problem with is like whenever it's on YouTube and it's being monetized and the channel's been up for a long period of time and it is profiting off of something that's very problematic or bad. That's the way that I see it. Okay. That's how I feel. I'm not saying that this is like 100% this is what it is, but that's my viewpoint on it. If it's unrealistic, maybe it shouldn't exist at all. Well, you could say that with anything, though, right? It's like, for example, like, you know, like that stabbing thing in London. There will be a crazy person that will go out with a knife and go and kill kids. This will happen. I will guarantee you this shit will happen. You take long enough time, it's going to happen. Do you know why? Because everybody here has had intrusive thoughts. We are all not that different from animals. So whenever somebody's hamster flies off the wheel, this should be a reminder that we're not that different. And that doesn't make it okay, but you should be at peace with that and stop viewing this as some sort of like unfathomable reality that you can't escape from. Or sorry, that you have to escape from. You can't escape from it. People are like this. It's fundamental. So the best approach to me is to shut down the systems in which this abuse is it's rewarded. That's the way I see it.
And two, to prove a point, just how disturbing it is, that for animal abuse to be banned on YouTube, your content has to be at least the animal equivalent of a Saw movie.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Social media animal abuse. iceberg. I know I kind of forgot to write jokes for this video, but I just didn't feel comfortable adding too many silly skits and comedy in a video about a topic as serious as animal abuse. So instead of giving you the occasional badly timed joke throughout this video, I will give you the satisfying opportunity of reporting every channel I talked about in this video from level 2 and on. I'll put all of the links in the Google Doc and share it in the description. Team YouTube, if any one of you are watching, I literally did the investigative work for you. You can check out all of the channels for yourself and simply press the ban button. The reason that I'm not including any channels from level 1 is because I feel like most of them still...
YouTube is not probably going to do anything about it because in a lot of places of the world, like the way that Westerners see animals is not the way that a lot of other people in the world see animals. And that's why, for example, a lot of these channels and these people are from other parts in the world. And I think this is an important distinction, and it doesn't mean that like I think that we have a better viewpoint on it than they do, for example, right? I think it's a bad, like theirs is more reductive and it's worse, but it's still, you know, contextualized regionally, right? And it's a cultural difference. It is. It's a big cultural difference. Now, obviously, there are cultural differences that are like, we drive on one side of the road, they drive on the other side of the road. There's other cultural differences like getting married at 12 versus 18, and, you know, like, is animal abuse okay, right? I mean, there's like a spectrum of cultural differences. However, I don't think YouTube is probably going to do a whole lot about it because it's probably aimed at an audience where that type of behavior isn't viewed badly. At least for like a lot of these, right? For like the extreme ones, I think that we can agree, everybody pretty much can agree they're bad. But like a lot of the stuff in the middle, I don't think that you're going to get that same energy from people that aren't part of a Western culture. I'll take? No, I'm just being honest. Yeah, look, I'm a terrible take. No, it's not a terrible take. It's a true take that you wish wasn't true. Sorry. I'm right.
Care about animals and have the possibility to change, but are currently just misguided by clout and views. While every channel from level 2 and onwards are just irredeemable pieces of trash that should never be allowed to make content again. Also, if you know of any other channel or creator committing animal abuse that I missed, definitely leave them in the comments below so I can then retroactively add them to the report list. This is probably also the only video ever where I will not do my outro again. Feels weird to do on a video about animal abuse. But if you did enjoy this video, or well, the way I presented the information in this video, please subscribe.
That's actually crazy.
Feel free
I had no idea about any of this.
Videos, and you can check the description for my socials.
I didn't know about like these like weird, to me, like the weirdest fucking thing is the monkeys, bro. Like it's the monkeys that are so fucking creepy to me. Like you have these monkeys in like this cage and you're feeding them chocolate.
Now, which short
like that to me, and then like you have the monkey drugged up. And like, there's the hamster Squid Games. Holy shit, man. Some of this stuff is so weird. Like this, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, this is nuts. Mental illness for sure? No, I think it's just like, again, this content is made for kids that can't perceive there's anything wrong. Like, like an 8-year-old that sees this video is just going to think that the monkey is sleepy and tired. It's not going to understand, oh, it's actually these drugs and the monkey is drugged and this is why it's happening. Nobody has any idea. So yeah, I don't think anybody should be able to post. I don't think this is good to have on YouTube. I don't think so. And I think that a lot of animal videos, and it's the same, you know, guys, I had the same opinion about this. It's kind of tangential, but it's not that far away. It's the same opinion that I had about, what do you call it? About kids. Like, when you have, like, videos with kids on them, I think that the same thing can happen, where it's, like, a lot of this abuse and bad behavior and neglect, etc. And it's just what happens, man. Yeah, his original video was age-restricted? Wait, what? Re-uploaded version because YouTube decided to age-restrict my original one. So, let me get this straight. This guy made a video. He made a video calling out animal abuse. And the clips that he was shown were reported and demonetized because of animal abuse. but not the channels that they were taken from. Oh, that's sick. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's insane. Oh, my God. There's so many people, there's so many personalities, all those people. We have so many messed up people. Yeah, there's a huge spectrum of people out there in the world, and there's a lot of crazy people out there. It's obviously bad, right? It's obviously bad, but it should not be surprising. Kids see this, they think it's funny, the content is made for kids, and that's really all there is to it, man. I bet YouTube doesn't want to fuck with their kids thing. I think that YouTube probably just doesn't want to deal with it. They just don't want to deal with it, and they're not going to unless they have to. Because why would they? Why would they deal with it if they don't have to deal with it? Is YouTube okay promoting animal cruelty on their YouTube side, or is that just moderation is automated? I'm trying to think of a reason why it would make sense. I can't really think of one. To be honest with you, I really can't think of a reason why it makes sense. This channel, people don't understand the abuse in the video, therefore it's understood. Yeah, but like just because the abuse isn't understood directly by the users doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. So, I don't think that really works. Let's just start a new thing, FreeTube without any big corpos. Well, if you had that, you'd have people uploading bad stuff on there too. Like, YouTube is simply a place where people upload videos. Like, you're never gonna make a website and then have the rules be perfect for everybody. I mean, that's the way the world works. Like, you're gonna have bad, like, how many of you guys, like, am I the only person? No, I'm not. I know I'm not the only person. How many of you guys grew up watching gore videos that your friends would show you in school? Because we had like 50 of these. Like, there were all the real popular, like the ISIS executions, you know, fucking people cutting their dick off, ramming a jar up their ass, like a guy getting killed by a horse fucking him to death. I mean, just all the real classics, right? So, really, we shouldn't be surprised by this. Yeah, good old memories, right? Exactly. And so, I don't know. I think YouTube probably should do something about it, because the thing is that even if the viewers don't know that it's bad, that doesn't make it good. And if these types of foods are actually harmful and unhealthy for the animals, and they're being fed to the animals, and it's not being done in a scientific or educational way, it's just being done for entertainment purposes, so there aren't certain controls and protections that are added, then yeah, I really just can't see this being a good thing at all. Yeah, I can't. I can't see it being a good thing. I feel like it's very problematic. I'm going to link you guys the video. You guys can give it some support.